Good morning, students. We are making our constitution. So, when we are making our constitution, we must know how we got the idea. We have studied different constitutions of the world, and we have taken the important points from many of the constitutions of the world. And here we see some of them, and still in next pages I will go details. See the ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity from France. If you read in the preamble, we see this kind of things: liberty, equality and fraternity. These points are taken from a French constitution. And then we see parliamentary democracy, we have taken from British constitution. Parliamentary system of government. The executive is directly controlled by the parliament, and the members of the executive are members of the parliament. So all those points are taken from a British constitution. Bill of Rights from USA Constitution, means fundamental rights. Social and economic equality from USSR Constitution, because socialist sharing of wealth, every people should be treated equally. That idea is taken from USSR Constitution. And when our leaders wanted to adopt all these points, they have a clear-cut discussions and debates and arguments. It is not okay, I'm looking nice. There was a clear-cut debate on that. Whether it is needed, will it suit our conditions? Is it good for India? Should we accept everything? So like that clear-cut discussions and debates were held, then only the viewpoints were accepted by our leaders and incorporated them in our constitution. That is what we see. You see, now from the United States Constitution, other things you are taking. There we have just explained you only not only Bill of Rights, many points others are also taken from a USA Constitution. Preamble, the idea of preamble. What is preamble? You know, it's an introduction to the Constitution. It's the preface to the Constitution. So that idea of preface or introduction to the Constitution is taken from American Constitution, because American Constitution is the first written constitution in the world. By 1781, American Constitution was. So that is the reason. So that constitution, from that constitution we took the idea of preamble, fundamental rights. There it is explained as a Bill of Rights. That is the fundamental rights. Then equal protection under law. Every citizen will have equal protection. You are a rich person or a poor person, you are socially up, educationally weak, nothing. Equal protection for under law for everybody. So that point is taken from a United States of American Constitution. Electoral college, electing the president. A group of members elect, and that group of members elect the president. That idea is taken from a American Constitution. We know our president is elected by the elected MLAs and elected MPs. They elect the president. So that is electoral college. That idea of electoral college is taken from American Constitution. Judicial review. Judges can review the Constitution. Review any writing, any laws passed by the parliament can be reviewed. Means look again, look into it and find out any drawbacks or any problems are there. That permission is given to judiciary. That's known as judicial review. That point is taken from American Constitution. Federal structure of government means central government and state government. The idea of central government and state government. American federal system and Indian federal system, there is a difference, and we will study detail in before. Independence of judiciary. Once judges are appointed by the executive, judges have complete freedom. Judges cannot be controlled by the executive. So that is it. Separation of powers among the three branches of the government. Three branches of government are judiciary, executive and legislature. The power is separated among them. One by means judiciary is having some powers, executive is having some powers, legislature is having some powers. So they are separate. When kings were existing, all the powers were in one person. That we have studied during the French Revolution. Montesquieu has given the idea of separation of powers. So that was implemented in American Constitution, and those points were taken to Indian Constitution from America. Then President is a supreme commander of the armed forces. We studied that. Who is said supreme commander of the armed forces? President is the person who commands, who is the supreme commander of the armed forces. That idea is taken from American Constitution. British Constitution. Now we will go to Britain. Because Britain was ruling us, still we will see what all things we have taken from British Constitution. Parliamentary form of government. The executive is controlled by the Parliament. Parliament can check the activities of judiciary, remove the executive. Executive remains in power if majority members in the LEGISLATURE support it. So all those ideas are taken from a British system, British parliamentary system. British parliament is known as the mother of the world parliaments. So from that parliamentary system of government, we have taken that governmental idea. The idea of single citizenship. We know India, we are all called Indians. But if we go to America, they are called New Yorkers, Washingtons, Virginians. In America, there are dual citizenship. You are a citizen of a state if you are in America. When you come out of America, you will be called a citizen of America. So dual citizenship is. So that is not available in India. All of us get one citizenship, that is a citizen of India. We don't get a citizen of Kerala, we don't get citizen of Karnataka, we don't get citizen of Maharashtra, like that we don't get. So that idea of single citizenship is taken from a British Constitution. The idea of the rule of law, whatever is written in the law book, that will be the rule, not whatever is swept by the persons. Simply everybody cannot change the rules and regulations. Whatever is made by the parliament, that law should be followed. That also is taken from there. Then lawmaking procedure. You know, a parliament makes the law by so much procedure is long. First reading, second reading, then discussion by the members of the parliament. All those things are taken from a British Constitution. Writs, the orders of the government of the judiciary to produce a person to do something or not to do something. That idea also is taken from a British Constitution. Then institution of speaker, we have got a Lok Sabha speaker and assembly speakers. That speaker post is taken from a British Constitution. Then procedure established by law, this and this is same around. That also is taken from the British Constitution. Still further, we will read later. Okay. Now, Canada is a North American country. So from Canadian Constitution, we have taken the points of a quasi-federal form of government. Quasi means half. So we have already seen that we have taken the federal structure from American Constitution. So here the idea of quasi-federal means the state government is not fully free. Central government can take over the powers of the state government. State government is not free. So that idea is known as quasi idea. So that idea is taken from a Canadian Constitution. So Indian central government is stronger. Indian central government can remove all the state governments and take over the power of the state government look after administration. We call it President's rule during emergency. But that provision is not there in American Constitution. American President cannot take over the administration of any state. The elected governors are there in the American states. In India, the governors are appointed by the central government. He is an agent of the central government. So it is a quasi-federal system we are having. In normal time, the state governments can function. But in special situations, all administration can be taken by the central government. Distribution of powers between the central governments and state governments. You know, there is a union list, state list, and concurrent list. Like the different subjects are there where state government can make rules and regulations, central government can make rules and regulations. Those divisions are taken from a Canadian Constitution. Then residual powers means the powers which are put with the central government. Because when the Constitution was written, we were not knowing the programs or problems that may occur in the future. So when we have written the Constitution, there it is mentioned whatever comes in the future, any rules and regulations we made which are not mentioned in this can be made by the central government. That is known as residual powers. Now we know when Indian Constitution was written, there was no computers, no internet, no mobile phones. So those things are completely in the hands of the central government. They are known as residual powers. So that the idea also is taken from a Canadian Constitution. Then we go to Ireland, Irish Constitution. From Irish Constitution we have taken directly principles of state policy. How the government should look after the administration for the people. When a government makes rules and regulations, what are the things they should take care? That idea of state policy directives that is taken from the Irish Constitution. Then nomination of members to Rajya Sabha. 12 members are nominated to Rajya Sabha from the field of art, literature, social work. Like that areas, people are nominated. Scientists can be nominated. Abdul Kalam was nominated to Rajya Sabha. Rao is nominated. Sachin Tendulkar is nominated. Shaban Azmi was nominated. So these members were nominated to take their service in their respective field. So that nomination idea is taken from a Irish Constitution. Because we want the expertise of those members. That is the reason of it. Country needs their service. They may not be ready to stand in election and get elected. That is why the nomination is there. The method of election of the president. Election of the president, that will be detailed discussion I will tell you. There is a little difference in election of the president and normal. So that is election of the president. Then French Constitution we have taken the ideas of liberty, equality and fraternity, that is we read from the preamble. This we have taken from a French Constitution. In Australian Constitution we have taken the ideas of freedom of trade, commerce within the country. Because from one state to another state material is moving. How the tax collection, how the state government, now GST is implemented. So how much tax state governments will get, how much tax central government will get. So all those ideas are taken from an Australian Constitution. Then power of the national legislature to make laws for implementing treaties, agreements with foreign countries. So that power is with the central government. Karnataka government cannot interact with the foreign government without the permission of the central government. So that is given to the central government. Then the idea of a concurrent list means rules and regulations that can be made within central government and state government. That's known as concurrent list. Like education. Central government also can make rules and regulations. State state government also can make rules and regulations for a school education. So that is known as concurrent. So this concurrent idea is taken from Australian Constitution. Now we have taken some of the ideas from the USSR Constitution, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. When we wrote our Constitution, Russia was not existing at that time. It was USSR. 1990 only. 1991, USSR came to an end and present Russia came into existence. Now, fundamental duties under Article 51A. You know, every citizen of India has got 10 fundamental duties. As we have got fundamental rights, fundamental duties are there. Those 10 fundamental duties, those points are taken from a USSR Constitution. Then, Constitution mandated planning commission. At that, we had a planning commission before the BJP government came to power. In India, all the planning was done by planning commission. That was taken from a USSR Constitution. Now, that planning commission is renamed and changed into Niti Aayog, National Institute for Transforming India. This is known as. So, that Niti Aayog idea is. So, basic idea when the Constitution was written in 1949, we took that idea from a USSR Constitution. So, that is presently we call it a Niti Aayog, no planning commission. Before 5 years ago, it was an important organization, the government of India. So, that's Niti Aayog before 6 years ago. Okay, then idea of social, economic and political justice in preamble. Providing justice to the people, social, treating everybody. That also was taken from the Constitution of the Soviet Union. Then Constitution of Germany. They have taken some of the points from Germany. Emergency powers means President can declare emergency and take over the administration of entire India. Now you think there is a war between India and China. If there is a war, the emergency can be declared. So that provision, declaring of emergency, was taken from German Constitution. Suspension of fundamental rights. When emergency is declared, many of the fundamental rights will be suspended, means removed. We will not get fundamental rights at that time. Means criticizing power, writing against the government. Those things we cannot get at that time. So that is taken from a German Constitution. Then from South African Constitution, you may have a doubt. South African Constitution was written late after this 1904 only. But this Constitution was existing before that also. There was a South African government. So that South African government Constitution, we have taken the points of procedure for amendment. You know, Constitution should be changed. According to time moves, there should be some changes. So how to amend the Constitution? How to change the Constitution? That procedure is taken from a South African Constitution. Election of Rajya Sabha members. You know, MPs of Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected MLAs of different states. So that procedure is also taken from a South African Constitution. Then, before that we had a Government of India Act in 1935. That Government of India Act 1935 helped us to write Indian Constitution. From that Government of India Act, we have taken the federal scheme in central government and state government, the emergency provisions that we are taking from Australia as well as from India, public service commissions. We have got the Union Public Service, UPSC, you are familiar with it. Union Public Service Commission conducts examination or recruits the people to do the services in the central government. Civil servants are selected by the procedure. State governments also having public service commissions. KPSC is good. Karnataka State Public Service Commission. Union Public Service Commission. So that idea we have taken from Government of India Act 1935, which was passed by the British Parliament. Office of the Governor. You know, the governors are appointed by the central government. At that time also there were governors, Governor General, and governors were there in the provinces. So that idea of governor, judiciary, judges, then administrative detail, how to look after administration, who should have power, all those details are taken from 1935 Government of India Act. Okay, study very well. Thank you very much.